Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to the next study hack in the study hack series. And this is study hack number 17, which is about how we can use psychology to help us through basically optimizing the environment around us, so the conditions that we're working in. So again, I'm going to start with a quote, which is that pattern recognition and association make up the core of our thought. These activities involve millions of operations carried out in parallel outside the field of our consciousness. That is by Daniel Crevier. So that basically is trying to say that we associate things without even thinking them, and we don't even know what's going on. Like a lot of the time, when we make associations in our mind between things. And this goes back to a famous experiment which was carried out by Ivan Pavlov, which concerns Pavlov's dog, where he basically showed how important association or conditioning is for animals, which we are basically, humans and animals. So he basically showed that through the classical conditioning experiment, whereby he would ring a bell in front of his dog. Okay, and then the dog will hear that bell. And then straight after that bell was rang, he would bring the dog some food to eat. And he will keep doing that over and over again until the dog had made an association between the ringing of the bell, so hearing the bell ring, and the food coming along. So in other words, getting his meal. So, and essentially what he even saw was that when he rang the bell, the dog started like producing saliva, salivating, which told him that even from a biological standpoint, people are preparing for certain events or certain things if they know they're going to happen through association without even thinking about it. This dog didn't even think about it necessarily. He started salivating as soon as he heard that bell because he expected food to come. So he'd made that connection between the sound of the bell and his meal coming soon after. And that conditioning experiment shows the power of how we can associate things and bring them together if done correctly. And an example of this is, we know that studying is something that can be difficult, and it can be like quite difficult to drag yourself, and you have to find motivation to do it because it can hurt your brain, and obviously it can make you like sometimes tired as well if you lack motivation. Well, one thing that you can do then, if you realize that it is quite tough, it can be tough, is to use conditioning to help you. Use psychology, which is Pavlov's experiment, to actually help you. And one way you can do that is basically through trying to make the conditions that you revise in extremely, extremely comfortable. So basically, by making those environments around you, the environment around you extremely pleasant, through making the conditions around you extremely comfortable, you're actually going to associate studying with a bit more pleasure, or it's going to come across as less difficult, and you're going to have less resistance to it because there are pleasurable or rewarding or satisfying elements to that because of the conditions around you. So let's go through some things that you can do. One that you can do is try and keep yourself warm during this time of studying. So what you can do is, for example, sometimes I would wear a gown to keep myself nice and warm, and when you feel warm, obviously you feel, it feels quite good, isn't it? So that's one thing you can do during studying. And sometimes, obviously, I would also use a heater as well to not keep the room around me nice and warm, so that I would look forward to studying, because I'd made that association between those pleasant feelings of warmth and studying. Another thing you could do is have a pleasant room to work in, or a pleasant atmosphere to work in, so you actually look forward to it rather than a messy place or something that's that you don't really like to look forward to. Would you want someone to study in the place that you're studying, someone else to study in the place that you're studying, and how could you change that environment? Maybe tidy it up, or clear the desk, or keep things a bit neater and organize things a lot better so that you look forward to studying a lot more. And that ties in with the next one, which is having a pleasant desk or pleasant arena around you to study in, so you look forward to it. The next thing is maybe having some water as well, which you talked about before, having water around you, and that can actually provide you with, obviously water can boost brain function and feelings. So again, using water as an advantage through conditioning to make studying more enjoyable, and there being less resistance to it. And finally, anything else that you feel that would make studying more pleasant. So improve the conditions, obviously within reason, but What else could you do during your studying time to make yourself look forward to doing it a lot more and make it less of an arduous or difficult task? So that would be the action step for today. Try and I've made recommendations to you myself. So try and keep yourself warm either through gown or wrap yourself up or use a heater. You know, try and keep the room around you pleasant, the atmosphere pleasant. Have a pleasant desk, or keep things organised, and drink water. And then anything else that you can think of that will help you or make you look forward to studying. So please like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel to keep getting content. And I will see you in the next study hack.